All right, so as many of you know, there has been a lot of solar activity lately. It has caused a lot of crazy weather all over the United States and the world. But I'm here to talk about something that I've noticed lately as a result of the extremely warm weather, unseasonably warm weather, or warm weather where I'm at, up in the mountains in Montana, up by some lakes. It's been 40 or 50 degrees for the past week and a half, and every time we get an inch or two of snow, we got 6 inches a couple weeks ago. The next week it was pretty much all melted, and last night we got a couple inches. It's all melting again. But I've been noticing, and so has my wife, that our chickens are putting out eggs that have these calcium deposits on the top of them, like this here, little nodules. And you can't really see it there. But anyways, and that's pretty significant. And we've noticed a few of them. So this morning I decided to look it up. And this is what it says. This is pretty interesting. The egg is showing a calcium carbonate crystal overgrowth. Basically the shell gland malfunction that causes excess calcium to precipitate on the shell while it was forming. Sometimes they call it a calcium bloom, lime pimples, calcium nodules, or shell gland deposits. Now, according to this, what that means is that while the egg is in the uterus, it normally gets a smooth coating of the calcium carbonate. But sometimes the calcium concentration spikes, or the blood calcium regulation has hiccups, or stress, heat, mineral imbalance, or illness occurs. Now, remember I said heat. 40 or 50 degrees does not seem that warm. But listen, what makes those barnacle-looking bubbles is the calcium crystallizes onto the shell in clumps instead of laying smoothly. When it happens, the calcium comes out of the solution too fast and it crystallizes. And it's not a mold or a fungus, it's just a bigger calcium deposit. What happens is the shell could get thinner elsewhere, it gives a weak membrane, and there's micro cracks. So you got to test them in water to see if they still float or sink. To make sure that they're good. You can smell them. It could be heat stress, too much calcium. When it's heat, the blood calcium is misregulated. When there's too much calcium, it causes precipitation, vitamin D imbalance, hen aging, and these are all fairly young hens, 3 years at the most. We inherited them from a friend of ours. But a fun fact about that is the same thing that causes this to happen, those calcium deposits on the top to cause these little nodules. It's the exact same mineral crystallization physics that makes stalactites in caves, which is crazy.